Hello, hello, and we are live. Hey, friends. Right. Welcome to Tea with Jase. And today we have a special guest. You've seen her before. My friend Pam, with whom I stayed when I was in Zanzibar. So I'm gonna wait just a little bit to see how many of you are going to join us. Hey, Pam, how are you doing?
Good, I'm fine. I
Oh,
I,
there's
I have an echo.
You do? Do you have a headphone that you can wear so then you won't have the echo? It's okay. We're between friends. Feel free to, you know.
Oh,
Oh my God, we have a few friends here, Pam. Look, we have my friend Vicky, who's like, I'm here and looking forward to this conversation. Thank you.
so
Ladies,
is the echoing on my end?
it's on your hand. Like, I can't hear anything. I can't hear any echo.
Okay.
Yeah, but it will make you uncomfortable if you have that echo. Are you okay? Then we have Betty. Hey, Betty. Good morning. Good morning, friend. Thank you for being here. And we have Amy. Amy is the one who hooked us up, Pam
Yeah,
and I,
hi
right?
Amy.
They're both in the New York group something. And then, yeah, and Amy's like, you should call Pam, etc. That's how managed to go to the amazing Zanzibar, and I stayed with Pam.
Mhm.
Okay. Hi, ladies. While you're here, start by liking the live. Thanks ever so much for being here. Okay. So I'm going to start now. Pam, if you remember, for you guys, a few months back when I was in Zanzibar, I think that was in October or November, I can't remember
Mhm.
exactly. I went to Zanzibar and I stayed with Pam, and we had an amazing time. I had an amazing time there. And while I was there, that's when I shared a lot of my kilos as well, because Pam is a low carb, would you say?
Mhm. Yeah.
Low carb person. She eat low carb. So her and the neighbor, Mama Sionea, took me into that. And Pam had a whole schedule that I followed when I was there. Okay. So Pam lives in Zanzibar, and some of you know her already. And so, Pam,
Mhm.
since we last spoke,
Right.
what has changed? When I see you, you look slimmer than before.
Mhm.
That picture that you shared with me, I'm like, wow, you've
So,
been, on the low carb diet for a very
oh
long
yeah,
time.
yeah, it'll be it's almost over a year. Yeah, but let me see. October, I probably lost another 15 pounds since I saw you. But
That
more, I've been working on more tightening up, firming. Yeah. But I met,
perfect.
my goal for 2025 was to be under 200 pounds. So that
You reached
was
that goal.
that was easily, yeah, that was easily met. Yeah. And I
Perfect.
met and I struggle with weight my 30s, 40s, and 50s. And this
Yeah.
has been the easiest, most satisfying. I
We
mean, it is. It's just. I
we'll
can't
come back
even
to that.
explain it, huh?
We'll come back to that. Let's bring
Yeah.
our friend to Zanzibar. So, why do you think Zanzibar itself is such a powerful place for wellness and, to reset yourself?
Okay. Well, I know your previous viewers from they know my story. What happened to me in 2024?
Yeah,
So
but
I
you
couldn't
can
walk.
you can briefly,
So okay.
yeah.
So in 2024, my friend Kim and Lisa had to put me on the plane back to Africa in a wheelchair.
Mm.
So my weight and my physical disability was not doing well, and I knew I had to get back to Zanzibar because Zanzibar I knew I could be in a place with less stress, and I would
Mhm.
have the help. I could afford the help because of my declining mobility, and it's a place where you can sit back, relax, and think. So I
Mhm.
needed to think how I was going to get myself out of this situation, and so that's what being in a place like Zanzibar can do for you because it's such a low stress environment. Akuna Matata. Everything is
Yeah,
pole pole, and
yeah,
you
I
can
did
sit
love
and
that.
relax. And I
Yeah.
didn't have the bombarding of marketing, right? I didn't have people in my ear telling me what I should do. You know, I
Mhm.
didn't have all those external forces.
Mhm.
And I'm dealing with pain, and I'm dealing with my weight. And I'm dealing with, I'm 60 years old, and I don't want to be debilitated.
Yeah.
But Zanzibar is a place where you can get yourself together, get it together,
Right.
because of
Right.
the cost of living, because of the people. They're not going to stress you,
Yeah.
whatever. But everybody noticed when I got home to Zanzibar that I was not well.
Yeah.
So Mama Sonia, she was my confidant, and she helped me get started. She
Yeah.
helped me get started,
Yeah.
because she was dealing with her issues too. But Zanzibar is a place where you can do that because you're not bombarded with so many outside external forces keeping you from your goal.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll come.
Mhm.
We'll come back. Amy is telling us that she went to a 60th birthday party last night and had so many carbs, feeling sick this morning. Got to stop doing that. What can you reply to that? It's hard when it's those birthday. The thing is, Pam, like in
Mhm.
the Western world and even now in Africa, it came to, when there's party, any festivity, carbs is just overloaded. You
Yeah.
know, cakes is yeah. There's not such a thing like a healthy party, healthy food party. I don't know. They tell you that for a
You
birthday,
have to
a go
create
ahead.
it. Yeah, you have
Exactly.
to create it. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So, since, as I was saying earlier, since our last interview, because I haven't seen you since October, November, and it's been a few months, right? And you just said you've shared 15 pound extra. So, what changed in your life, health wise? Did you change something else in the way your life?
When you mean after you went back home?
Yes. Yes.
No,
No,
no.
so you continue that same
Yeah, we
lifestyle,
can continue
walking.
the same routine, same lifestyle. And it just got easier. And, we were doing the egg fast. That was
Yeah,
different.
yeah.
And I did, after the egg fast, I did a 72-hour water fast. That was different.
Okay,
Um, but since then, no, I haven't done anything different.
okay. So
Mm.
apart with what you shared, right, to not be like bombarded by outside world, like when you're under West publicity, everything you open your phone everywhere. There's something
Right,
about nasty food to eat, right?
right.
So what is it about Zanzibar that naturally, right, support health
Mhm.
and well-being?
I think because it's an environment where, number one, I don't have a television,
Okay,
right? So my choice of media is under my control,
okay,
right? So the choice of whom I'm around is under my control, right?
okay,
So I'm not bombarded with, oh, just try a little. You, like,
right.
remember I posted, and we have a WhatsApp group. I posted the 20 sabotaging
Yeah,
comments
yeah,
people do knowingly or unknowingly
yeah,
that can distract you. I didn't have any of that.
right.
You see? But
Yeah.
in the society where you are, you have it all day long. Different words, it's coming at you. Those 20 things are coming at you and you don't even know it, you
And,
know?
and there's something else I think, Pam, that you shared with me before, and that I've seen myself because I was in Zanzibar, is that they don't have those big supermarkets. Like when you enter, and what greets you at the enter is usually
Potato chips.
cake, potato chips, those things, right? To tempt you from the
Right.
beginning. There, if you want to go to the meat shop, you go buy meat, you go to
You,
the butcher. If you
mhm.
can you talk a little bit about that? Because I think that will support wellness as well.
Yeah.
Because yeah,
So when you go to what we do, and we get our dairy from a dairy farmer in Zanzibar. So
mhm,
you're getting dairy. You're not getting dairy with chocolate, dairy with sugar. You're not going to be bombarded with that. You're going there for your milk, your halloumi cheese. You're going there for for your dairy products. They're
yeah,
not going to bombard you or market you with anything else.
Yeah.
Then your vegetables, we're going to our local vegetable vendor in the main road. You're going to
Yes.
get your basic vegetables, your tomatoes, your basic vegetables, your onions. Or we go down to the other little vegetable shop, the one we went to going towards
Yes.
Jambiani. It's a little
Yes.
bit bigger market, but you get another variety of vegetables. Like I like zucchini, so
Yeah.
I go there and I get my zucchini. But yes, the grocery stores are a lot smaller. They're like when I grew up in a small town in Williamstown, New Jersey, the Acme was very small. It was probably the size, I would say it's probably the size of a current day 7-Eleven, maybe a little
Oh,
bit
okay.
bigger, but you didn't have a whole aisle of cereal. You didn't have a
Yeah.
whole aisle of cookies, a whole
Yeah.
aisle of candy. So, here well, I'm in the New York area now, but in Zanzibar, those things are small. And it's not a part of your everyday life, and it's not a part of the marketing. They're not bombarding you, through social media or anything about eating chocolate bars. It's just not there. But in America it is. It's
Yeah.
everywhere. It's everywhere. So that's what I think made it probably easier for you and easier for me, is that we were not bombarded with all the other extraneous things coming in our eyes visually, auditorily. We
Absolutely.
just didn't
Yeah.
have we had each other,
Yeah. Yeah. That
and
that
we
was a great.
chose
Yeah.
right, and we chose the information that we wanted to hear and
Yeah.
share
Yeah.
that was relevant to what we were doing, getting our health together. So
Okay.
that's what I think is the beauty of being in a place that doesn't have all of that commercialism.
Yeah.
It's there, but it's so small.
Yeah.
And then once you learn things in that environment, and you go to an environment like we are in the West, you get a little angry when you go in, and
Why?
because for so many years this is what has been happening to me unknowingly, is that
Okay.
my
Yeah.
weight, it wasn't my problem. I was
Yeah.
subject to what was going on in my society.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. And Zanzibar, for those of you who may not know, is it's an island, right?
Mhm.
So how do you think that living in an island, sorry, changed how people move and rest, right?
Mhm.
Because I've seen Zanzibar is a island, so there's water, there's magnificent beaches all over the place. And we went to walk by the beach so many times, and I see
Mhm.
people running, etc. Do you think that because in Ireland there's a way people will move and rest differently than if they're in a city or in a big town?
Mhm. I think it's easier because it's a smaller population. Yeah, I think it's easier because it's smaller and the people themselves are more active.
Okay,
And I think the people themselves are not into the commercialism,
okay,
and they're not bombarded with the propaganda.
okay,
They're bombarded with different propaganda, put it that way. But
okay,
yeah, I found, yeah, it was easier because after I left Zanzibar to come to the States, I stopped for 15 days in Portugal.
okay,
And by doing those exercises, those mental exercises, the physical exercises, the education that we did in Zanzibar, when I got to Portugal, and they have the big supermarkets, and they have the whatever,
were you tempted?
oh, I tried some things. I did, and
Yeah,
I'll tell you what I tried. I tried a croissant,
yeah,
and I went to I think they were from Mozambique. I went to a Mozambique restaurant,
okay,
and I had because I'm going to tell them what to cook, right? So I
yeah,
said, okay, let me get the least something with the least amount of carbs. So I had like this Mozambique, and I think they're from Mozambique because most of the pictures on the wall was either Mozambique or uh, what's the other country on the west coast of Africa that speaks Portuguese? Um,
oh, um, oh, I can't remember.
I can't remember now, but
Yeah,
Angola.
Angola is
So I
completely on the
got,
opposite.
yeah. So I got a
Yeah,
shrimp. Oh,
yeah,
it was delicious with rice. And I didn't eat all of it. I ate like half of it. And then what else I tried? And I went to another Portuguese restaurant and I tried sourdough bread. Now, let me tell you why I did, why I
Hmm.
felt comfortable doing it, because they do not enrich their flour.
Okay. Okay.
Enrichment of flour is not done in other countries. We do it in America. I'm not sure if you guys do it in the UK, but
Mm.
enrichment foods make you fat because they use them to prolong the shelf life, and it enriches the food. In America, everything here is enriched.
Right.
It
Right.
didn't used to be because we ate the same foods in the 70s and the 60s. And if you see footage from the 40s to the 60s and people walk in Manhattan, they were slim.
Right.
So people ate rice, they ate pasta, right? They ate
Yeah.
croissants, but they were slim. And when you see that video of them walking in Manhattan in the 40s, and you see the video of current 2000, people in current 2000 are slow and sluggish. In the 1940s, they were going through Manhattan, like this. What's the difference? It's the food.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's the
That's
food. They put
yeah.
more chemicals in it. So when I came back from Portugal to the States, and I was at my current assignment, the gym teacher had a scale. I got on the scale. I lost 5 pounds.
Oh, right.
I lost 5 pounds between the time I left from Zanzibar, from the 15
Okay.
days I was in Portugal to get
Right.
on the 16th. I was like, that's crazy. But it's the food.
Right. Right. So, what do people, the visitors, the people that come, because you've received a few people
Yeah.
at your place, right? That come and visit Zanzibar, right? And how do they feel like when they first arrive? Within the first 48 hours being there, what's the feedback you get from people visiting?
Um,
The thing is, we want
Away
to.
from you mean just not about food or anything, just the
No, no,
physical.
no, just
Oh,
general, because
um,
let me just
it's
quickly come back to
peaceful.
the. Yes.
It's peaceful, and um, Africans do like African Americans because that's one of the things they say that Africans don't like African Americans, right? And they say, "Oh, it's beautiful. What kind of wild animals they have there? There's no wild animals. Only wild animals the tourists." But they're just amazed how friendly it is, how beautiful the beaches are, how fresh the food. That a tomato tastes like a tomato from their youth. Um, they're just amazed how relaxed, peaceful, beautiful the places. Yeah. But that's the beauty of travel, period.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Vicky saying that was my discovery when I traveled. I didn't have a gluten intolerance. I had what American does to food
Yeah.
problem.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Exactly.
Okay, okay, okay.
Exactly.
Right. Let's just continue, okay? Guys,
Okay.
what we're talking about here, we're trying to give you an idea of why Zanzibar is a powerful wellness destination. Pam
Mhm.
is currently in the US, but she lives in Zanzibar and she has been living there for over 5 years now, Pam. Right?
Going on 6, yeah. Yeah.
Going on 6. When I was
Mhm.
in Zanzibar, I shed a lot of pounds and I'm continuing now. I've been a bit off the wagon, but I'm continuing.
Mhm.
And so Pam has started she's preparing on a wellness retreat in Zanzibar,
Mhm.
right? So we want to give you ideas why Zanzibar is not only the most amazing travel destination because that island is beautiful. Oh my goodness. And but at the same time, why not, mixed pleasure and wellness,
Health,
right?
right.
Travel
Mhm.
and wellness and so that's what we're talking about, okay? Right. So the next question I want to talk to you about is, um, okay, my brain is freezing. Somebody
Mhm.
sent me a message. Sorry. Okay, so why isn't a normal holiday, right? When people just book a
Mhm.
holiday, somebody will just book a holiday and go to Zanzibar, right?
Mhm.
It's not enough for a real change, right?
Mhm.
What does a wellness retreat will allow that a normal holiday won't?
Um, well, we talked about this before. You'll get one to one. You'll get one to one. You get me,
Yeah.
and I can empathize and sympathize because I've been there. Just just getting on the before you get to Zanzibar, the anxiety of getting on a plane when you're heavy,
Hmm. I know this one.
you
Yeah.
know,
Hmm.
um, it impedes a lot of people. Okay,
Okay.
so I would say it's on that first trip to Zanzibar. If if you're financially able to stay for a month in Zanzibar, when you get back on that plane after 28 or 30 days, you're going to notice a difference.
Yeah. Even after 15 days, you do
Even
have.
you're going to
Yeah.
notice a difference because the airlines are greedy. They want to fit as many people as they can, and you don't want to disturb your neighbors, so you're like this for But I'm telling you, once you shed at least 10 pounds and you get back on that plane and you're going to want to travel more. But I would say once you get there, you learn with us, you learn the hacks. They call them biohacks now.
Hmm.
And you have all of that extra noise out of your head and you're just focusing on you, and you have somebody to ask questions, and there is no stupid question or dumb question because it's pertaining to your health.
Hmm.
So like you discovered the butter. Who would think
Yeah.
butter had sugar,
I
right?
know. And my favorite butter was President, the French butter. And I was like to Pam, but no, but President, I'm gonna buy President. And she's like, look. I'm like, no, that's the
Yeah,
best butter in the world. No, there's sugar in it. There's
because
sugar. I've learned a lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
just so being there with me, and whomever I have to help me with the clients, we will eat with you, we will cook with you, we will shop with you.
We will
um
walk
we may
and
not tour with you because I can't do boats. But we'll be there when if you decide to take a tour, like they have one called the Blue Safari. Just don't eat the rice, because when you first come there, no carbs. We're going to work on the carbs, that you complex carbs. And what you're going to be eating is going to be fresh seafood, fresh meat, fresh dairy. For everything's going to be fresh. And you're going to
yeah,
find out that you will for a couple of days you'll have a little bit of the food noise.
yeah,
But then you'll find out the food noise will dissipate, and you're going to have a little bit of anxiety about eating too much food. Jazz had that about not eating enough food. You're going to
yeah,
find out that you can almost triple your portion size of your food, and you will lose weight. You will find that first day when we walk to the beach is going to be a little bit of a struggle, but by the end of the week, with us talking and
yeah.
having a good
After
time and
we're
whatever, you're going
walking
to
for
realize
hours.
that
Yeah.
I did 7,000 steps. I did 10,000 steps. It'll get easier, but you'll have somebody there with you.
Okay.
So, and then as the time goes on, we'll wean away and we'll start asking you questions.
Hmm.
Jazz knows, what choice would you make? Would you buy it? And if you do buy it, why would you buy it, or why wouldn't you buy it? So, having somebody there to walk you through those type of exercises will help you. And you'll get a good night's rest because you're not bombarded with a lot of here, the sirens, a lot of outside noise. Um, you'll start becoming more investigative about health. Probably, what was it? Maybe your first week there, you became more investigative about
Yeah, my first week.
about health,
Towards
about
the end of the first week.
things.
Yes.
You
Yeah.
you actually start to get an awakening when you
Yeah.
don't have so many carbs in your diet. You
Yeah.
will start to have like moments of like clear clarity.
Clarity. You sleep better as
You'll
well.
sleep better.
Your bloatedness goes down.
Yeah.
Um,
You
Pam,
may
I want.
wake up in the middle of the night. Wait a minute,
Yeah.
what did you say? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I want you to tell us about Zanzibar because I understand that for people to go to a wellness retreat, I went to India at some
Mhm,
point for yoga, something. I was trying to work on something, right?
Mm,
You choose a destination, and my second destination was Thailand before finding Zanzibar, right?
mm, mm,
So people who would go to a retreat want to have both because want to experience the life, want to experience Zanzibar as well, want to do touristy thing as well,
mm.
and visit Zanzibar. I want you to tell us a little bit more about Zanzibar as a tourist place. What's wonderful about this, island, who is in Tanzania, by the way? And, what do people say when they leave that place?
To tell you the truth, when I came to Zanzibar, I never got into the tourist stuff. I
Okay.
never, yeah, I never really did the touristy things. I just started living there.
Okay. And how is it
I
living there?
ah, it's beautiful. It could
Then
be just,
again,
but you know what? I'm a searcher of peace.
okay.
You know, some people now, I have friends who can't live in Zanzibar
Okay.
because it's just too to me. These are my words. I think it's too slow for them. It's too pole pole.
Yeah. Oh, I did love the pole pole.
Yeah.
Let me just,
So if you
yeah.
if you looking for a place of peace and
Yeah.
for a 10-day vacation, yes. And then you can
Yeah.
go to the mainland and go to a safari. That's fine. If you want to party, there are parties in Zanzibar. There's one every night there.
At
But
Ginty. Yeah.
most people go towards the state of peace when they're in Zanzibar. They'll go lounge on the beach all day. You know what I mean? And I would say most of the tourist attractions are not so much food related. They're more activity related in Zanzibar. I think my favorite, I would say, considered maybe a food related one, is the spice tour. I love the spice tour because I like spices. I love the spice tour, and I like nature. If you saw pictures of my property, it's like the bush.
Yeah.
It's like, so I enjoy learning about the different types of medicinal herbs, culinary herbs. Where the herbs come from. So I enjoy that. I enjoy being able to buy fresh, herbs from the market that they have there. Even the perfume oils, you can buy some of them at the spice market. And then some people can order a lunch, and the lunch is freshly made by the women. So and so it's fresh. So even if you get rice or carbs there, it's local rice, so there's no enrichment. It's not really going to hurt you that much. But if you're with us in the program and you're going, we're going to say, okay, if you can tolerate 2 tablespoons of that rice, is okay for the day, because we're going to be walking. But if you can't, leave it alone. If it's your trigger, leave it alone. But eat the meat, eat the vegetables, and enjoy yourself, and get the seasonings and that type of thing. But as a tourist, I really don't know, because I've never. I've only stayed in two hotels, and one of them was owned a boutique hotel by a friend, and one was
But you have a condo in a resort.
yeah, but that's
Ah,
not. You think that's considered tourist?
what do you mean? Like, yes, it is. You have a
Well, yeah,
condo
I have
in
a
a
condo that
resort,
my
and it's an
friend
amazing place
and
with a long pool. There's so much there. There's a restaurant. There's also permaculture.
I'm sorry.
Permaculture. They have like a vegetable fruit that are planted within
Oh
the
yeah, it's a
resort.
permaculture resort.
Permaculture. Sorry,
So
my
there's
pronunciation. Yes.
bananas there. Yeah,
Exactly, and you can eat it.
yes, you
You
can.
can, if you from the resort, if you have a flat there. I mean, there's a lot. There's What I was saying is, Pam is not selling well Zanzibar, because Zanzibar is a place I want to go every year. It's a place that I would love to go every year. Pam, I didn't share that with you. The night before I left, I
Mhm.
was crying. Yes, because peace. It's even coming back right now. It's like I felt ease. I never knew what was living with ease meant. You see
Yeah,
that on YouTube, living with ease. Really, these
you
people,
live
like
it.
when I say these people, I'm talking about Pam and Mama Sonia. You tell them in the morning, what are we doing today? They're like, we don't know. We'll see. We, you know. They move with the flow, and
Yeah.
it's I never. That's a life that I wanted. Like, you can choose to go to disco, you know, parties, to go swimming, to go swim with the dolphin, to go all the activity that you will find in the world or in an island. You can do all of these, but if you just want to have a life where it's peaceful, you know, people don't bother you on the street or anything. People in Zanzibar are very friendly and very quiet, like they're not loud or anything, you
Mm.
know. The pole pole that Pam was talking about, pole pole is slowly slowly, or Akuna Matata. Everywhere you look at a taxi, you look at a garage, there's always life is good, life is not that difficult, like it's always like positive vibe.
Yeah.
So when I was living, I'm like, oh, I don't want to leave. I just love that place.
Yeah. It's a
So I
lot of
think
positivity. Yeah.
there's so
Mhm.
much you can do in that island, and it's
Mhm.
so beautiful. When you're there, you're like, oh my goodness. If you want to go a place in Africa where it's an easy entry, because people that they don't even know they're in Africa. It's an island. A lot of people don't even know. Even myself,
That's
you're like,
true.
honestly, you're there, you're like in paradise, and it's so full of tourists. It was crazy. The airport doesn't, you know, there's always people in,
Mhm.
you know, you go on the street everywhere, there's always people in Zanzibar. So for me, you know, going there, you will have an amazing time as a tourist
Mhm.
vacation, or if you just want to live uh, down by the beach every day, you can do that. You know,
Yeah.
sky blue water, white sand. My goodness, right? And on the
Mhm.
top of that, having Pam there to support me, and I had to, not that I had to, we were working every day. And because it's slow work, nobody's running or going anywhere. Sometimes we would work 2 hours.
Yeah.
And
Too
you're
much.
like, oh, we work 2 hours because it's
Yeah.
so pleasant. You know, there's some places, if you go to India's nice, okay? If you go to Beijing or places, people harass you on the street. I want to talk to you all the time, stop you. There's not that in Zanzibar. It doesn't mean that time to time somebody won't talk to you. It's very rare that people will bother you. So you
Mhm.
have the most peaceful holiday. On the top of that, you're working on your health and on your
Mhm.
wellness. So I just wanted to add that. Pam, I'm just quickly going to read from
Okay.
our friends here. That's my friend Mary. She's saying, hi, Pam. Hi, Charles. Listening, loving this chat. Zanzibar truly looks beautiful because it is, my friend. This chat is amazing about food, too. Yeah. And Pam knows how to make like yummy food, like
Ah.
the shrimps. You do. You keep saying you don't. But when I was there, she's like coming with a plate. I'm like, that's really nice. Tell me how you did that.
I'm a
Um,
one pot cooker. I'm not.
yeah, you did an
Yeah.
amazing like
Which is
cheesecake.
what I love about this way of eating for me is that it's so simple. It's just simple. It's just
Yeah,
like
exactly.
I've been posting in our WhatsApp group the soup. I've been on a soup rage.
Yeah,
So I put my low carb vegetables and the type of protein and oh my God, I've been just the soup is just wonderful.
yeah.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying hi to the friend. Hey,
Okay.
Kim.
Hi,
Oh, hi,
Kimberly.
Chef Zed. That's a friend that is, she's a chef and she's from Ghana.
Oh,
Yeah, she cook amazing things on the
okay.
channel. Amy says, what are the traditional crafts in Zanzibar? I like to learn about local craft when I travel.
Well, you have the Maasai there. They do the beadwork. A lot of carpenters. There's a lot of carpenters in Zanzibar. I'm sure you saw that, Jazz. So many carpentry shops. Um, Paintings, lots of painters. There's a lot of artists in Zanzibar. They do a lot with the coconut. They do artistry with the
Yes.
coconut shells. They make cups out of them and bowls. Um, the local, I hope I got the right word. The cloth. I have one. The traditional cloth. I
Okay.
thought I had it here, but the kitenge, the cloth.
Yeah.
Because Zanzibar is still Tanzania. Let's see what else.
You know
There's a
the
lot of cultural mixes too, because you have Indian culture, Because Zanzibar was, was a slave trade island. So you have Oman, Indians, Portuguese. So there's a plethora. There's a mixture of traditional crafts there because of the the Indian Ocean slave trade. I forgot the real name. I guess it would be the Omani slave trade, the Oman from
Yeah.
the Oman Empire. So you have a lot of like arabesque type of artistry there. Um,
Yeah, and
but
they
yeah,
do a lot, like that hat that you bought. By the street, you will see a lot of these people making lamps, making everything with
yeah,
bamboo or
out
yes,
of the the makuti hat,
yes,
the makuti,
yeah,
the makuti weave, and then when you go to the spice tour, they do the makuti hat, the little hats
yeah.
made with the prongs or the leaves of the banana and coconut. So you have a lot of natural artisans there. What else they do? A lot of carving. They have some carvings there. Yeah. Yes.
Okay,
Little craftspeople everywhere. Yeah.
okay. Betty said, I loved the organic food. Betty, when you say I loved, meaning in the past, does it
Betty
mean
was
that you
in
went
Zanzibar.
Zanzibar? Please, sister, tell us about Zanzibar. Were you there? And how was it? Please tell us how was your experience in Zanzibar? Thanks for the shout out. It's okay, my friend. It's okay, sis. It's okay. I love your food. Um, right. Okay. Until Betty tells us a little bit more about, what Zanzibar was for her. I'll
Mhm.
continue with some question. Friend, don't hesitate to ask any question to Pam. Okay, it's an
Yeah.
exchange, so
Ask
don't hesitate.
questions. Sure, sure, sure.
Right.
Yeah.
So now,
Right now I'm getting ready to do a challenge after Valentine's Day with my coworkers.
okay.
We're going to do a
Oh,
challenge. Yeah, we're going to do a
what's
low
the
carb
challenge about?
challenge. Yeah. So I'm going to get them to try their best for 2 weeks to eat under 100 grams of carbs. Now I work in a school, so yeah. So I have a lot of people there, so I'm going to see if I can
100.
get them to work on. Let's work on 100 grams of carbs and no added sugar. No added sugar. 100 carbs, no added sugar. We're going to do 2 weeks.
I did it with you.
Yeah,
Guys, 100 gram of carb is actually a
a
lot.
lot.
If you don't eat, of course, your pasta with bread, like in
Mm-hmm.
France and a lot of places, you have pasta and you have bread with it. Like,
Yeah,
choose one, right?
yeah.
Because you can't.
Yeah.
you,
So,
you,
so we're gonna do that. So I have two teachers who said okay, all right. So we're gonna do that after Valentine's because we're going on a break. So it'll be after our break. In
okay.
New York City schools are going on a break from the 16th that week. So we're gonna do it after the break because
Okay.
we'll be together in school every day. So and it'll be before spring break, and there's no breaks in New York City schools. And after that winter break. So they'll
Okay.
see me every day. Uh,
All right. And by
yes,
the
so we're
way,
gonna do
Pam
that.
did not. Let me check if you did. Oh, Chef Z said that's an amazing challenge. Are you saying that because it means that you're gonna try that?
You're gonna
And Chef
try.
Z,
Anybody's gonna try it. We're
are
gonna do
you
it.
going to offer a low carb African dish? That's difficult. In Africa, we use carb for almost everything. We eat rice, cassava, so many dishes that is difficult.
Mm.
Uh, Chef said, I challenge you to share one dish on your channel that doesn't have any carb or very little carb.
Um, on my WhatsApp channel, I do. Okay, so what I'm going to do, so has my info for my channel in my WhatsApp group. Now, and I do post it in my WhatsApp group. Because I posted one with my half a pepper, and I
Yeah,
stuffed it with avocado and boiled eggs, and I had a can of sardines. That is definitely under.
yeah. She
It's
says,
probably under 20 grams of carbs. and it
Okay.
keeps me full all day until I get home. And I make my one of my soup concoctions with the vegetables that I like. I only have about 6 vegetables that I eat on a regular basis. I've cut all the other ones out.
Are you going
I
to
don't
share
even
that on your
crave for them.
channel? Are you going to share the challenge on your channel? Like
If
what
if
you're eating?
if people want me to, yeah.
Yes, we
Okay.
do.
All
We
right. I
do.
will.
We
I
do.
will.
Okay.
I
So
will.
we can follow up with you. Right.
Yeah.
So now, Pam, we've talked about why Zanzibar is such a powerful place for wellness.
Mm,
Guys, I can tell you, I wore my wellness t-shirt, okay? Because I've been there and I know it's amazing. For even for the mental space, Zanzibar is such a, oh my goodness, amazing place, right? So, but now I want to give you a space to share a little bit more
mm,
about what you are actually creating there, right? So
mm,
people understand the experience.
mm.
So in simple term, okay, what is your Zanzibar wellness retreat? What you're preparing? What can people expect? You know, if you give like a day, you know, what do you have in plan?
That's too much stress. Don't worry about that. You're gonna eat real food.
Hmm.
You're gonna be active. You're gonna have fun. You're gonna chill. You're gonna go to the beach, and you're gonna get healthy.
And
It's we're not. That's gonna bring on too much stress.
right. So is it for a big group? How many people do you think they're gonna
No,
be? It's
I
gonna be
would
there.
prefer a small group. I no more than about 5 people. Eight is about 5 to 6 people. That's it.
Is it
You
going
know,
to be?
and you know why? I'm going to tell you why. Because if you have too many personalities, you have too many opinions, right? And we're all coming there for health, right? And we need to be a little bit selfish, okay? We need to be, and that selfish is a positive thing, right? And we don't need too many people coming in and knowingly or unknowingly sabotaging. And I think if the group is too big, you have too many sideline people giving their opinion, you know, and you because for some people it may not be weight loss. For some people might come in just to de-stress.
Yeah, that's wellness.
To because my
Yeah.
thing is if you have a little pouch, you can benefit. If you have 50 pounds to lose, you can benefit, because it's not always about weight loss. Weight loss will come.
That's right.
The
Yeah.
inflammation and the health is the most important thing.
Okay.
Because once you get rid of that inflammation, once you having these aches and pains, and you got that little puffy, you're puffy, like you see how my face used to be. If you look at
Hmm.
the photo on your, so I have some muscle here. I need to fill in. So getting rid of that inflammation, that pain, and breaking yourself away from junk food. You could come to Zanzibar just to break away from junk food, break away from the sugar addictions. So if you think of it not just as a weight loss coming to Zanzibar, but just getting away from the outside noise and learning a way of eating that will help you deal with that, deal with the stress, deal with the inflammation. I think Zanzibar is a wonderful place to do it.
So for the accommodation, do you plan to do that in this, how do you call
The,
our retreat
the
village? I
accommodation
forgot.
that we talked about before, you and I, is that I would like for everyone. My wish is that they would share,
Yeah.
so that way, if you have, that's why I was thinking, even numbers, 6 to 8 people,
Yeah.
that they would share, so that you can have an accountability partner. Okay. And the accountability partner that you have day one may not be the same accountability a partner day 14. And that's okay. Because you want your positive energy with positive energy. You want to be able to communicate with your accountability partner. Because if your accountability partner speaks French, for example, right?
Bonjour.
Right. And the other one speaks Swahili, maybe you can't communicate as well, but I think we can maybe after a couple days people can decide who their accountability partner. I don't know. We can work that out, but I would prefer two people in the room so that you can have an accountability partner.
Okay, guys, let me tell you what Pam is not saying, because I was in Zanzibar and we went to visit amazing villas by
Yeah.
the sea, by the beach, right? It's amazing villas with like a sitting to eat,
Hmm.
etc. It's beautiful places, quiet, where you don't have all the noise. There's not already even a lot of car making noise there,
No.
but the place is really beautiful, right? She want to have a chef that will come and cook, trainer that will come and do exercise for you. I mean, there's so much to the program that she's not saying. It's an amazing. I'm going myself. I want to be there. How many of those are you going to have per year? And when do you think you'll be able to start the first one? Where do people can, you know, tell you about the interest of coming so you can send more details?
My goal would be to have one in November.
Okay.
In
That's
November.
that's enough
Right
time.
now
Yeah.
I'm in the city taking. Right now I'm in the U.S. taking care of some personal business, and so right now I'm just doing coaching, um, one-to-one coaching, and my goal is to then have it at least 3 times a year, 2020 2027, to have it at least 3 times a year. And I would like maybe not just Zanzibar, but maybe find another place that's quiet, where you can still do a lot of outside activities. I have a friend up in Morogoro, which is, I hope I'm saying it right. Morogoro is absolutely another beautiful place in Tanzania that's
Okay.
close to the safaris. So that would
Right.
be another experience. But there again, it's peaceful. You're not gonna have the propaganda, um, the marketing bombarding you. You're not going to have the fast food restaurants tempting you. The smells that you will smell will be of fresh food, yamachoma, some nice goat meat grilling or something like that. So, but you won't have that, but you can still have the same experience. It'll just be a different setting. So I would like to try a setting like that next year up in the mountains near the safari would be really beautiful. And
Wow.
there's a sister there. She has her own private zoo.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
In,
she has her
in
own private zoo, which is a beautiful walk because I walked her zoo.
okay.
It was difficult for me at the time to walk it, so I took my time. But now, I could probably zip around that zoo a
She
couple
has
of times.
accommodations as well.
Yes, she has accommodations at the zoo as well, but we wouldn't stay there. We would stay at a villa in the town. Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
Let me quickly read what Chef Zed is saying. I can go for fresh moringa leaves. Love those.
Hmm.
Avocado, egg salad with some cucumber, lemon, warm water for a day in a start.
Oh,
This is
easy.
beautiful. I
That's
told
it.
you, this woman, she
Hmm.
cooks into that so beautiful. Moringa leaves are amazing. I have them as tea, as
Hmm.
vegetable like spinach. That sounds beautiful, Chef Zed.
Yeah,
I think African we can still manage with the same of our food without carb. 100%.
100%.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah,
yeah.
definitely.
Hmm.
Thank you for sharing that, Chef Zed. Okay, so if someone watching, hey guys, there's 8 of you watching, please like the live, right? Don't be shy and say hi in the comment if you want. If someone is watching and feels curious, what is the best next step? An email address for them to reach out, because what I've put there is the handle of your new YouTube channel, because you just
Hmm.
started this one to share about the wellness.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So on my YouTube channel, I do have my email there.
Okay.
Yeah, so they can reach me by email.
Okay.
Um, and of course, I think you can DM me through YouTube,
Okay.
and my Instagram is there on in the description box in my YouTube channel.
Right. Okay.
Mhm.
I'm actually going to your YouTube channel right now to get your
So I
email.
just started. So I just posted a little thing. So, but
Uh,
I'm going this week. I'm going to post my story of why I had to buckle down and do it.
Yeah.
And it's
Okay, guys.
been, I wish what I know now, I wish I knew in, at least in my 40s,
Okay.
because I started to have a lot of health challenges in my later 30s and early 40s. And if I knew what I know now, I would probably avoided a lot of unnecessary medical procedures that I had that
Okay.
were related to my weight, and and related to those illnesses that are metabolic.
Okay. And you feel like having moved to Zanzibar is something that has played a big role into you sorting out your health. And you went
Yes,
from not
I
being able to walk last year, I mean, in 2023
24.
to 24 to not
Mhm.
to now, a
Yeah,
few
I think being in Zanzibar gave me the epiphany of
okay.
one thing I needed to do that I do share with my clients that I needed to do. It was so critical. It has nothing to do with food. It has nothing to do that I needed to do in
Okay.
order to get myself together.
Right.
All
Right.
right. And then once I did that, and then I started really diving into what is going on.
Hmm.
I'm I think I'm the best occupational therapist in the world. I know, as an occupational therapist, if you call me and you're a new occupational therapist, or if you're an occupational therapist with a problem, if you call me, I know I can help you solve your problem. I have no problems with my career, and my professional knowledge is here, you know? But why couldn't I get this weight thing under control?
Hmm.
Why? It
Hmm.
wasn't my fault.
Okay. So
It
why?
wasn't my fault. And once you learn that,
Hmm.
it's a breeze. Once you get it in your head, what has happened to you, what is your society has done to you, and why, it's rest of it's easy. The rest of it is just so easy. It's incredible.
Okay. Pam, why do you think this, like a wellness retreat, is something that would be powerful for women of our age, like over 50, even over 40?
I'll say again, going to a place like Zanzibar, you leave the crap behind. You're going to a place of peace, and you
Yeah.
don't hear the nonsense. I think that's number one. Is being in a place where you can finally decompress. And I would say the first day in Zanzibar, you're not going to do absolutely nothing.
Okay. So
I
why do you
think
think that's more important for us, like over 50, over 40, us, women?
because we lived our lives serving other people and not serving ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
When you go to a place like Zanzibar, you are
Mm-hmm.
going to serve, you're serving yourself. You're serving yourself peace. You're
Yeah.
serving yourself good food. You're serving yourself, you're going to be served with good company, because there's nobody there that's going to put any, even if, let's say one person in the group is a negative Nancy, all the rest would cancel, everything else would cancel it out. And that negative Nancy, I bet you in 3 days will change to a positive Priscilla,
Mm-hmm.
because it's no way that you can be in an environment like Zanzibar and be and maintain negativity, because being there for almost 6 years, and you know some of the people that I know on the island, if a person is there and they're constantly being negative, they're no longer there.
Mm.
Or
Okay.
they moved to West Africa. Sorry to say that about you. Zanzibar is a conservative island. It's very conservative. And if you want to go there and dress like Kim Kardashian,
Yeah.
no one's going to approach you unless they want something. Okay. No one's going to care if you decide to dress like that, but they're going to walk the other way.
Yeah.
If you decide that you're going to be loud and a loud, boisterous American, well, how come my food is not here yet? Blah, blah, blah. Okay. they're going to get there when they get there. You can be loud. Those people don't stay in Zanzibar. They come there and they leave because there's too much positivity. There's too
It's
much.
so positive.
It's the magnetic force there will it expels the negativity. So the people that you meet there are going to be more like-minded people. The people that you meet from Italy, the people that are there that you meet from, you know, other parts of South Africa, when they're there, you all are going to have a common thing, Akuna Matata.
Hakuna
Is not
Matata.
gonna.
Yeah,
So so
yeah,
that's the beauty of going to a place like Zanzibar to get yourself together, to heal.
yeah.
I was only supposed to stay in Zanzibar for 30 days.
And it's
And I
been six
stayed for
years.
3 years. I didn't leave the island for 3 years.
Yeah.
And
And
when
have you
I
been
left
there?
the island, when I left the island to come and work and make a little bit of money, the next year I can't walk. The next year I'm in pain. What the heck? I had to get back to the island
Yeah.
to get myself together. Financially, I still had to come back here, but I have the tools. I did 15, I did over 15,000 steps and didn't feel it.
Wow.
And I was
That
like,
is
oh my
amazing.
God, I did 15,000.
Yeah.
But
From
before I
not
could
being
do,
able to walk.
yeah, before I was doing 5 steps and I was in pain.
Yeah.
And my friend, she did I didn't know she took a video of me at my most painful point, you know. I may have the courage to post it and show you all.
You
I
should
don't
on your
know, but
channel. I
it's
think it
it's
will
a
be
back view.
encouraging.
It's a back view.
Doesn't matter. Your back view is nice
Right.
now.
And
Who cares?
she's like,
Before,
Pam,
after.
yeah, she's like, Pam, I can see the pain that you were in. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Wow.
I
It's
have to,
so inspiring. Yeah. You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
your story. Pam, if someone comes to Zanzibar for wellness, what do you hope they live with?
Self-confidence,
Mm,
the power to see through the minutia.
mhm.
um, with a new sense of self. I would that's what I would hope, that they would have a new sense of self. Yeah. And then, I don't know. It's such so much, it's so much. And it's so individualistic too.
Mm-hmm.
It's so individualistic. Um, yeah,
Exactly.
I can't see who's on the who the guests are in the studio.
Oh, who the
Mhm.
guest? What do you
Mhm.
mean? The
Yeah, it shows who the guests are. I was trying to see if somebody was there who just came back from Zanzibar.
Oh, our friends, the one that are in the chat. There's Kim, there's Beatty, there's Amy, there's Mary, there's Chef Zed.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's about our friend. And there's also
Okay.
people that aren't commenting. We don't know who's behind because they don't comment. You
So
see
I know,
number, but
because
you don't know. Yeah.
yeah, I was hoping one of my friends is on. Let me talk loud enough. I hope one of my friends was there because she also is doing low carb and she looks amazing.
She might be there, but she's not commenting. So we wouldn't know. Hey,
She
friend.
looks amazing. Yeah. Yeah.
So, friend,
Okay.
you who are watching, would you travel for wellness? Would you? I mean, for me, it's the best of both worlds, right? You're going to an amazing destination instead of coming back with 10 pounds more that you're gonna have to, because that's what we do, right? We go on holiday and then we eat, and then we. Oh, just a second. Hey, I'll join you in a second. Vicky has a premiere on the channel in a minute. Go
Okay.
check her out after here. We we
Okay.
we almost coming to an end here as well. Um, so yeah, usually when you go to holiday Pam, you come back with pounds, 10, 20 pounds on that you
Mhm.
have to fight to lose, right?
Mhm.
This time around, you're going to a holiday because it is a wellness retreat. It's also a holiday. It's the
Mhm.
both, but you
Mhm.
come back lighter. But you
Yeah.
would have eaten well.
Mhm.
You would have eaten well, but that
Yeah.
what can be
Did
better?
you have the cheesecake?
Yes, of course. I spoke about it earlier.
Yeah. So you
You're
can
such
even
an
have the sweet dessert.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So, but you eat a lot. We eat a
we
lot of
ate
food.
well a lot, and that what I was surprised. At first, I was even
You
scared.
were afraid at first, the
Yes, I
amount
was
of
afraid to eat
food.
because I'm like, but I'm eating so much. But because I was eating the right things, I lost a lot of weight, and it continued. Mind you that I've kept those 20 pounds when I was here. Since I've been here, but I need to go back to a stronger routine. I want to like restart from fresh, right? Because I've gone on and off. I want to continue because I want to lose another 20 kilo this year.
All you got to do is text me in the WhatsApp group. Just say,
Yeah,
Pam, you know.
yeah. Oh, Amy's
Because
here.
number
Amy's.
one, because we're in different time zones,
Mhm.
it's easier for me to help you,
Yeah,
because like right now it's 11 a.m. here and it's in the
yeah,
evening there. So I'm not doing anything now. You could just text me and say, okay, what do you think about this?
yeah.
I mean, just
Exactly.
a quick text for accountability, for reassurance is it's fine.
Absolutely. I will do.
Mhm.
Look at what Amy's saying. Yes, but until I retire, I would probably only be able to come for 2 to 3 weeks. Is that enough
Mhm.
time, or how long are
Yes,
the retreat?
yes, yeah,
Yes.
it's enough. It's enough to just get you curious, and it's enough to get you when you come back wherever you lived. You're going to see a different perspective when you go to the grocery store. Right now, I'm doing a series. What's in your shopping cart? Let me get the
Mm-hmm,
right name. What's in your shopping cart is not
mm-hmm,
helping you. So when you learn those little techniques and you go to your local shopping center. We have Shop Right here and we have Whole Foods. You're going to see it in a whole different light. And once you see it in a different light, you will be able to go right past the potato chips, go to the organic cheeses. You'll be able to go and get the right meat, get the right things that you're supposed to get because now you know. Mhm.
exactly.
Oh
Exactly.
yeah, we went to the organic farm and table experience in Zanzibar. Forgot about that. Yeah, we didn't get a
Oh,
chance to go,
we
Jazz.
couldn't because it was not open. There was something
Right.
that happened. We were supposed to go, but we couldn't.
There was a fire at the farm.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes. So
yeah,
you said 2 to 3 weeks would be enough. More three
yeah,
weeks than two, I
yeah,
guess, to
yeah.
be
It
able
it
to.
would be nice to do one here in the United States, but it's so expensive to
y-
find a place where um
Yeah.
that you can
Okay.
accommodate people reasonably for a month,
Yeah.
be able to come to have it for a month, the people to come in at the time. That's the only if
But
you
it's
can
so
have
worth it to go to Zanzibar.
I
And
know,
Zanzibar
I
is
know.
such a touristy place, Pam, that
Yeah,
it's not expensive. The tickets aren't really expensive
yeah,
to go there. So Betty said Pam took us to an organic farm. Okay, Betty was there with you. Betty is
yeah,
one of your friends then.
yeah.
Betty said took us to an organic farm for a farm to table lunch. Such an amazing experience. My friend and I were at the beach every day for hours. Pam is the best
Hmm.
host ever. Return 2027. You and me, Betty. Such an amazing. I didn't get to do the farm table thing because it
Oh,
was,
the food
something
was
happened.
amazing.
But
But you ate the vegetables from the farm. Remember I got the vegetable delivery from the farm?
yeah,
The guy on the motorcycle? Yeah, that's from that farm. Yeah.
okay, okay, it's okay. I don't mind because Zanzibar's gonna be like my destination every year. That I want to come and spend a bit of time. So guys, thank you. Oh, look, Amy said no to the US. No.
Only I'm only place I can think in the US that it would work would be on the island of Kauai,
Yeah.
in Hawaii.
Oh, Hawaii, that's different. Hawaii
Yeah,
is expensive though.
let me see
Hawaii.
where else. Yeah, I would say Hawaii, Big Island, not Maui. Too much commercial, not big Honolulu, Oahu, no, but Kauai and Big Island, yeah, you could do it in those particular places. It would be maybe I've never been to Alaska, but Alaska might be a good one too because you can find some place out in the wilderness. But you'd be able to get real salmon, real codfish, some good elk meat. I personally have meat aversions.
Yeah,
So yeah, I have a meat
yeah.
aversion, but those who eat meat, they can get good elk meat and good buffalo meat and stuff like
That
that.
that's okay. We're staying in Zanzibar. we,
But yeah, Zanzibar is a place.
we staying with Zanzibar. Pam, thanks ever so much for being here. Before we go, guys, Pam details are going to be in the description for if you want to explore this further, and it's definitely worth it. It's 100% worth it. I've been there. Betty has been there with Pam. She's an amazing host. And the island is just mesmerizing. And being there, and I really believe that if it was not that I came and stayed with you, I wouldn't have had the same experience. To
Mm.
be with Zanzibar with somebody who knows the place and who makes you experience the place through her own eyes and the way she lives, because we lived like locals, you
Yeah.
know, in village shop like everyone else. It was such an amazing experience. So you have Pam's email,
And
scrolling here.
if you want to do like Jazz and stay with me like a local and still do the same thing, I do have the cutest little cabin.
Yeah,
It's self-contained. There's a little kitchenette there. You have your own bathroom, but you're right there on the compound with us. Secure compound. I have a cute little housekeeper, Elizabeth, and
yeah,
we have Ollie. You have so many people around you. You're very supportive.
yeah,
And we have Omar. He'll be your own personal guide if you want to, because he's
yeah,
amazing. He knows that island and the history of that island like the back of his hand. He's just
yeah,
yeah. So that's an option, but it can really comfortably house one person.
yeah. But
Yeah.
you have one or two cabins that will be
Ollie's
available
there.
for that.
Ollie's in that cabin now, and he's my
Okay, okay.
security. Yeah,
So it
and
will
the other
be
one is Elizabeth. So we just have the one. Yeah,
one
we just have the
cabin.
one cabin now.
Yeah.
So that's an option. And then I have the condo. So the condo,
Amazing condo. Yeah.
yes, the condo there is a special price for the condo for Jazz's
I have a code.
people, and she
Yeah.
has the code for that. You
Yeah.
get to send, and I think you did a video of the condo,
I
correct?
did, guys. I haven't developed all the video from Zanzibar, but
Mhm.
because we just did that live, I will make my best to publish a video of the condo on
Yes.
next week and show
But
you
you
also
have to
how
have
Zanzibar
Jazz's
is
too,
amazing.
because it's only for friends. I don't do it for, whatever, for
Yeah.
like Airbnb. I don't do that.
Yeah.
So it is just for friends and family. So
Okay.
you all are friends and family of
And we all friends and family here.
Jazz. And
That's
I rent, and it's only accommodated by month. We don't do it by week. It's only by month because it's
yeah.
self-contained. You have to be able to take care of yourself.
Yeah, yeah. And it's so easy there. It's so
Yeah, it's
easy.
very
Yeah,
easy. It's very
yeah.
easy. Yeah.
So any last word that you want to tell our friend watching? Anything? Join the challenge starting
Yeah, join
when?
the challenge. I'll
When is
post
it?
the information. If you want the information sent through your email, just email me. My information is right there, realfoodcomeback@proton.me. And I'll send you the information via the email if you want. You can also, if you want to call me and chit chat with me, just send me your number through here and I'll call you. I'll text you first so that you know that it's me, because here in America we get a lot of scam calls.
Yeah, in the
So
UK
I
as
will
well.
text you
Yeah,
that it's me, and then I'll call you if you
perfect.
want. Yeah.
All right, my friend Pam, it's always a pleasure chatting with you. I
Likewise.
want you to come back because I'm interviewing women about their bucket list.
Oh,
Some
you.
do their bucket list before they're 60, some do, you give the time frame that you want, but women's bucket list. So
Hmm.
whenever you're free, come back on the channel for that
Hmm.
discussion. So,
Okay.
friend, thanks ever so much for being here with us. So you've heard Palm Zanzibar. It's a powerful wellness destination where you join pleasure in an amazing, beautiful island, and you
Hmm.
come back lighter, okay, and
Yeah.
more confident
And
and
text Jazz if you're interested. Text Jazz and let her know if you're interested in the wellness
exactly.
retreat. Yeah.
Okay. Love
Hmm.
you guys. I will put all the details under the description. I see you next week for Tea with Jase, where I'm gonna interview a woman. She left the UK. She sold everything,
Hmm.
went to Thailand,
Hmm.
Malaysia, etc.
Hmm.
But she discovered that she had like an illness there, and she had to
Hmm.
come back to the
Oh.
UK after a year.
Mhm.
And but she's like walking through it to go back. She's an amazing, amazing woman. I'm not telling you who she is. She's on
Okay.
YouTube as well. Please come next week
Okay.
on Sunday so we can have that discussion. It was a pleasure. Chef Zed is here and sending us out. Thank you, sis, for being here. And I see you on your channel with your amazing food. And Pam, see you next time. And I'm looking
Okay.
forward to for everything that you're gonna share on your new channel.
All right.
All right.
All right.
Bye, friends. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Kwaheri.